Yes, sir. We are live.
Welcome everyone to today's meeting. My name is Vinod Komarappa, PSAA. So here are some ground rules for our online meetings. Please keep your mics muted when not speaking. Please keep your videos switched on so that speakers can see your reactions. Please use Zoom icons also to show encouragement. Please don't interrupt when someone is speaking. Just raise hand. We avoid speaking on sex, religion, and politics in our meetings. Mission of Toastmasters Club is, the mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now it is my pleasure to invite our presiding officer to take over the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinod, for setting the rule of the meeting. First of all, I welcome you all in the 224th meeting of Speak Magic Toastmaster Club, which is today we are jointly holding with the Speakies Toastmaster Club from our area E4, and it is their 91st meeting. I can see so many faces today who joined our meeting as a guest. Would like to know about brief about them, their name, what they do, and how they come about. How do they come to know about this meeting? First of all, I would like to call guest Sadaf Khan. Please, sir, introduce yourself to the audience. Guest Sadaf Khan. I think he's busy somewhere. We are having Mr. Shriram also. Sir, please bless us with your brief introduction.
Toastmaster Vikas, Toastmaster Shriram is already a Toastmaster. He is representing our club actually. He's our club coach. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So just to introduce, actually, I am the club coach for Speakies Toastmaster Club, and this is my 12th year in Toastmasters, and it has been a great experience. And of course, today I'll be, whatever role I can play, I can do. Thank you.
Welcome to the meeting, Toastmaster Shriram, and hope we will also learn from your experience. And then we are having guest Nirmala. Nirmala, ma'am, you can unmute yourself and can give your brief introduction to all.
Good evening, everyone. Myself Nirmala from Raniganj. Last few days I could not join due to my personal reason, and I know this platform to Satyasar. Thank you, Satyasar, for being here for me, and so this is for me. Thank you so much.
Once again, welcome to the meeting, guest Nirmala. Then we are having guest Mahima Mohonani with us. Sir, would you give brief introduction about yourself?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Vikas. Good evening, everybody. Actually, I'm using my wife's laptop. That's why it is showing the name of my wife. My name is Anup Mohonani, and I am calling from Vrindavan, which is a small town in north. And just a quick brief introduction. I used to work for automotive vertical with different multinationals. I pulled out of the corporate sector a little early, and I had been associated with Madras Toastmasters Club, MTC, famously known as MTC. I was the ex-past president of MTC, I think 2019. And I was with them since 2014 till 2019. So that's a short brief about me. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the meeting, Toastmaster Anup. I believe that you are one of the evaluators, and we would be blessed with your exceptional evaluations of our speakers today.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Once again, welcome to the meeting. Then I would like to once again invite guest Shabab. Please give brief introduction about yourself, sir.
Very good evening. This is Shabab Khan, and I belong to Gaya, which is a very famous and international place in the world. And by profession, I'm a teacher of English. And as far as my education is concerned, so I am postgraduate in English. And I have come to know about this Toastmaster with the help of one of my friends who has been associated for it for a long time.
Thank you, guest Shawab. And once again, I welcome you to the meeting. Now, today we are having a very energetic
Toastmaster,
Toastmaster.
Vikas, sorry to interrupt. I have two guests, one Mr. Muthu and one Mr. Yogesh. Welcome to the meeting, both of you. Can you please share a small brief introduction about you to the audience present here?
Yeah, sure. Good evening, all. This is Muthu from Muthu Manikandan. I am working in Titan Engineering and Automation Limited as an application engineer. I am from my native is Karikudi, but I am staying in Hosur. I came to know about Toastmasters through my friends, and I approached Mr. Naresh. That's how I came into this.
Welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Yogesh?
Yeah, myself, Yogesh Kumar. I'm basically from Coimbatore, and now I am working as a design engineering in Titan Engineering Automation Limited. To improve my speaking skills and public speaking, I have joined Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, and welcome. You're on the right place. So sorry for the interruption, Toastmaster Vikas. Back to you.
Rather, I thank you for this interruption because I missed both of them. Now, I would like to invite the energetic Toastmaster of the day. He's a passionate young Toastmaster who loves public speaking, and he's a complimentary cook also, and having interest in photography. By accident, he is a chartered accountant by profession. He is none other than Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bharat. And I hand over the podium to the Toastmaster Bharat to take meeting further. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikas. Hope I'm audible and visible. Thank you. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests, and a special good evening to my club ex-president Toastmaster Naresh for making sure this joint meeting is happening in reality. The most special thing which I have been observing between these two clubs is the complementary energy share between the clubs, the share of roles, the share of spirit in conducting this Toastmasters meeting. I'm very happy to take up this Toastmaster of the Day role, and I haven't had even a second's hesitation when Naresh was asking me to take up this role, because I'm very happy to take up this role. Friends, today's topic or today's theme which I have selected to have some time with you and say what is happening in this world on a larger scale, but we haven't had the focus to really pay attention on the minute details of what is happening around us. Everyone would be fairly aware of today's theme, which is IoT. This is pretty commonly spoken abbreviation across all platforms, all mediums. But what is this IoT? What is it so concerned? Why is it so important for us to understand what is happening around this IoT? So before I give a brief about what is IoT, I would like to have a question with you all. How many of you present over here can raise your hands saying that you have a smartwatch? A smartwatch. I can see a couple of raised hands. Fantastic. How many of you are aware what is this smartwatch? Let me put the two questions which is completely different. We may raise our questions. I know what is smartwatch, a watch that is worn in the hand, which is very smart to look. It is a smartwatch. I'm sorry, that is not a smartwatch. I'll come to this question and the reason and background why I have raised this question. We all have a kind of fantasy towards this special device called smartwatch. Even people from Tamil Nadu would know the importance of this smartwatch because that was the prime subject of topic in the recently concluded by-elections in Erode East. I'm not coming into politics. I'm extremely sorry because that is a taboo topic for us. Now, what is this smartwatch? When you look at the smartwatch and start scrolling, what is the information you have? Let me give you a very select features. It differs from brand to brand. I'm not coming into the PR activity of a specific brand. But let me pick quite a couple of features that is very common across smartwatches. One, your sleep cycle. Second, your blood pressure or your heart pulse. Third, your oxygen level. Fourth, what are the kind of activities you do? Walking, running, cycling, gym, kickboxing, boxing, A, B, C, D. I have 26 alphabets. I can still say 26 activities. So all these informations are shared with you in your smartwatch along with an app in your phone. Now tell me, are these informations shared with you alone? Are these informations available for you alone? And if that is the understanding you have, I am absolutely sorry. I am extremely sorry. You people are ignorant. What is happening behind the screen? You have a smartwatch, you have a mobile phone. Inside the mobile phone, you have an app. The app says, yesterday you had a sleep cycle of 7 hours 30 minutes, of which 2 hours constitute the deep sleep, 4 hours constitute the light sleep, or there is a specific term. I'm not coming into that because my memory is very poor with the terminologies, and the balance is the REM sleep. Now, this information is going to say the quality of sleep you have, and the app will say what is the score of the sleep: 80%, 90%, 95, or even 25. Now, what does this mean? I'm not coming into again. I'm keeping those metrics away. But these informations, whenever you turn the app, it will be available. Say, what is the sleep cycle 6 months back? What is the sleep cycle 3 months back? What is the sleep cycle a month back? And how these informations are being stored? Where is it coming from? Who has the access? Have you ever thought about this? Now, we have a specific document called EULA. Have you ever read those documents called EULA? It is called End User License Agreement. It is a document which will completely list down the terms and conditions of using any device for that matter. Have you ever read that? I understand it runs for pages and we don't have that patience, but we have to spend a couple of minutes to read through the document. And the moment we start reading that, I give an open challenge. None of us will go ahead and buy the devices. None of us will go ahead, will have the courage to buy the device. Let me take you through the entire meeting. What is that I'm trying to say? Now let's quickly look into the structure of today's meeting for the benefit of the guest. Today's meeting is constructed in 4 parts. The first will be a fun master session. The second will be a prepared speech. We have 2 lined up speakers today. The third will be the table topic section. And the fourth most important and the USP of Toastmasters Club meeting, which is the evaluation session. The evaluation session says how well we perform across the meeting, what are the areas to improvement. And we have a specific team for that. Now, let's quickly jump to the first section, which is the Fun Master. Members, this Fun Master session is a grand success and I would say again, a USP for the Speakeasy Toastmasters Club. Any guest who ever participates in Speakeasy Toastmasters Club are taken away or impressed or greatly attracted towards our club because of this. I would say not only this, amongst many, this is the first attraction point for any guest who participates in Speakeasy Club meeting. So to take you all through those beautiful moments, I have my club ex-president Toastmaster Naresh, who will be giving you the reason why I have been keep on saying Fun Master is the cream activity of Speakeasy Toastmasters Club. Members, please put your hand to welcome Toastmaster Naresh, who will be the Fun Master for the next couple of minutes and make you sure you never miss this anymore. Toastmaster Naresh, the virtual platform is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I hope I am audible. Thank you so much for the confirmation. So this is a small ice-breaking session for everybody to, whenever we sit in front of a Toastmasters meeting, we are all formally glued to our screens. this is a little bit to take things in a lighter way and, also break the ice between the guests and our proceedings. So before I get into the actual proceedings, can somebody confirm if my screen is visible?
It's visible, Naresh.
Thank you so much. So this proceedings is going to be very simple. We call this rebus puzzle. All what you have to do is whatever you see on the screen, you have to tell what it is. Okay, whatever that comes to your mind, you can tell what it is going to be. It is going to be a mix of words, idioms, phrases. I have some examples for you guys. So here, what do you see here on the screen?
Alphabet T.
Green tea.
That's right. Whoever said it's green tea. So it is as simple as that. So it is just going to test your ability to think a little bit out of the usual. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. I would suggest everybody to keep your mics unmuted because we have only 20 seconds per slide. So keep your guessings as quickly as possible. We might, I'll start now. Okay, this.
Red label, huh?
No.
Red.
Love in fire, fiery
No.
love.
You're almost there. You're a little bit descriptive. So what is that? So it is on fire. Okay. So time is up. I'll tell you, it is hot L or it's a hotel.
Hotel.
Okay.
Three-bit.
Sorry?
Three-bit.
No. You have to pay attention to every single detail that's on the screen.
Unconnected bit.
No. So I'll give you the answer. It is bedspread. The bed is spread.
Wow.
Okay.
Read between the lines.
Between the lines.
Read between the
Yes.
lines.
Read between the lines.
Read
Yes.
between the lines.
Yes.
A small miss.
No.
Vertical.
Misunderstanding.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Vertical
Misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
That's nice.
Long jump.
Long jump.
Long jump.
Yes. Guess, are you also guessing? Because I'm not able to see who's guessing it.
Just
Just a case. Case.
Sorry?
just cause.
Somebody already told the answer, I guess.
Just between.
Just in case.
Yeah, it's just in case.
Just in case.
Multiple
Present everywhere.
Agent everywhere.
Present everywhere.
Omnipresent.
Omnipresent. Yeah.
Omnipresent.
Now this
Put
is,
on the wall.
I'm showing you a picture. So you have to tell me what it is, what the idiom it is, and if
Cat on the wall.
you can tell me the example also. The meaning also.
Not
The
being
cat on the
able
wall
to
is the
decide.
idiom. What is the
Not being able to decide. So the person is on the fence.
so you're stuck between options,
Cat on the wall.
correct? So this is the whole plan for the next few slides.
Beat the pillow.
Sorry?
Beat the pillow.
No.
It is not the exact translation.
Okay, that's not a pillow. It is something else.
Sack.
Yeah. What?
Hit the sack.
Hit the sack. That's right. What is the meaning?
Three.
Told me, cat on the wall, that means undecided, which side to take.
No, this one is about this idiom, which is on the
This one.
in this play.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You can tell time is up here.
So it's kind of
Hit
bit
the
around the
sack
bush.
is going to sleep.
No, okay. To go
Okay.
to sleep.
Yeah. Next one.
kick the bucket, which
Kick
means
the bucket meaning
to die.
Die.
to die. That's right.
Cut the corners. Cut the corners.
The corners. Cut corners.
Cut corners.
Cut corners.
Save
The
money.
meaning?
Cut down your
Save
costs.
money. Be thoughtful while spending.
Take a shortcut. Take a shortcut.
It's not a shortcut. We have to just make things easy.
Or easier.
Easier.
The corners.
Yeah. Okay.
To set the
Burning
bridge.
the bridge.
Line of
Bridge of
fire.
fire.
Line of fire.
Burn the bridge.
Burn the bridge.
And the
Burn
bridge.
the bridges.
Meaning?
Destroy relationships and
Yeah.
To
To do something that is impossible to go back. Next.
to beat
Beat around the bush.
Beat around the bush.
it means
Wild
it's
guess.
not coming straight.
But come to the main point.
No. It's not coming to the point. Not
Making
coming.
excuses like that.
Yeah, it is
Moving around
avoid
the
talking
point.
about what's the point.
What's important?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Donkey's tail.
Whoever said donkey, it's not a donkey.
Hold the horses. Hold the horses. Hold the horses.
Yeah, hold the horses, meaning
It means waiting. Please wait.
the act of slowing down. Yeah.
Slowing down. Okay.
Yes.
Hold the
Okay,
horse.
hold the horses. Okay.
Thunder in the tea.
In the cup.
More or less there. More or less.
Lightning in the cup. Like that.
More or less. More or less.
Thunder in the storm in the sea.
Storm in the
Sea or
Storm in a teacup. Storm in a teacup. That means to make a big issue out of something that is small.
yeah, that's right. It's storm in the teacup. It is
Exactly.
exaggerating all small things.
Mm.
Awesome.
Bell the cat.
Bell the cat is right. Meaning?
Means
yeah, you put in full stop to something, like you find a solution to something and for something
No,
it's
no,
very
no,
hard.
no.
Owning responsibility.
Yes.
so bell the cat means put who will bell the cat. That means who will
Yeah.
who will
So
do
it
the
revolves
difficult
around that. Who
responsibility.
will do that? It is who is going to
who will
face the
face the
risk.
risk.
Face the risk.
Yeah.
Catching the arrows.
Is the rainbow?
Sorry?
Catching the rainbow.
Catching the
Rainbow.
rainbow and meaning?
Dreaming.
More or less. But a little specific if possible.
So basically going behind your ambition kind of thing.
Which
Imagine.
is going behind unrealistic things.
Unrealistic goal. Chase the rainbow.
Eat the frog.
Eat the frog.
Do the first toughest thing in the morning.
Yes.
First.
Yes. Completing the most difficult task in the morning.
Correct. This is
Acting.
Lal Singh Chadda British version.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest
No, who is this?
Tom
This
Hanks.
is,
Tom Hanks. This is
yeah,
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
For the guesses
Yeah.
and thanks for the session.
Okay.
That's good.
So back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you very much.
I said you nah. This
That's
is what a fun
genuinely
master
fun.
session is all about. And I told you that is a specific reason why Toastmaster Naresh is taking up this role. He never misses to hit the target, and the target is to see all smiles in your faces. Thank you, Toastmaster Naresh, for the fantastic Fun Master session. I hope it's a treat to everyone, and everyone are now sitting upright, looking at what is going to come next in our entire Toastmasters meeting. Now, coming back to IoT. Have you all had this chance of using this app called Google Map? At least I use it, even though it's a familiar city. Still, I use it to ensure how long it is going to take based on the traffic scenarios. So when you use the Google map, the first thing you are supposed to do is to put your destination. Correct? So the moment you put your destination, there is a kind of activity by Google which will capture a pattern in you saying in past say this much of days you have been constantly visiting a specific location. It will also say last year the same time you visited this city. Now it only means that Google is trying to encourage you to take another trip. Is that so? No. It only means Google is capturing all your activities. It is putting a track record of whatever the activities you do, wherever you go, how often you go, and what timings you go and what timings you come. Even if you miss to scan your ID card in your office, still Google will say, when did you start from your home and when did you reach your office? And when did you came out of the office? Even if your ID card is not giving that information, your biometric is not giving that information, Google will give that information, provided you are using Google Maps map every day to office. Now, this is what happening with even with your smartwatches. Your smartwatch information is being stored in a remote server. We call it as a cloud computing. In a remote cloud, all your information about your sleep cycle, by what time you go to sleep, by what time you wake up, what time you drink tea, what time or what is your commonly used time for walking, whether you do cycling or not, what is your health condition, what is your blood pressure, what is your oxygen level. Every bit of information is stored in a remote server. This is the same case with a smart weighing scale. A smart weighing scale will capture what is your weight, what is your height, what is your BMI, what is your fat to composition. Every such information, every such minute details will be captured, will be given to you as a say a report in your app, but without even your knowledge, it is all getting stored in a remote server, which is completely accessible only to the app owner. Say if the smartwatch belongs to the brand called Samsung, it will be with Samsung. If the smartwatch belongs to the brand of, say, there is a recent brand called Firebolt, it is with the server of the Firebolt. So every of your information without your permission is getting stored in a remote server. Now just imagine, what if all these devices start communicating with each other? Just imagine for a quick second, what if all these devices are communicating with each other? How will it communicate? Very simple. All this information goes to a common server. All your information regarding smartwatch, all your information from the smart weighing scale goes to a common server. Now, what will that common server have? It will have a pattern. It will have a trend. It will have a complete health information about you. With that, what can they do? Let's look in detail about it. So now going to the second part of our Toastmasters meeting, which we call it as prepared speech. And what is this prepared speech? Since our guests are here, I would like to give a quick brief on what is this prepared speech. In a Toastmasters meeting, every Toastmaster is supposed to select a pathway. Sorry, a pathway is a technical term. To understand easily, it is to select a subject in your bag. Say you have selected in your college, say a degree, say an engineering degree. So first you have to select a subject, get expertise out of it, then go to the second subject. That is how a Toastmasters work. We call it as pathways. And in Toastmaster, there are around 11 pathways. To give you an example, presentation mastery is one subject or one pathway. Leadership development is another pathway. You have 11 pathways. So every Toastmaster has to select a pathway. Under each pathway, you will have 5 levels, and each level will have 3 projects to be completed. So in a prepared speech section, members will choose a level and a project, prepare a speech for the say covering the subject matter inside the project and present it to the audience. And there will be a one-on-one evaluator who will give his or her opinion suggestions, feedbacks in the same meeting so that it will come to know whether that specific speaker has performed well, satisfied the requirements of the specific project or not. So this is a quick brief about prepared speech. In today's section, we have two prepared speakers. So to begin with, let me invite the evaluator of the first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Partha, who is going to be the evaluator of Toastmaster Satya. Toastmaster Partha, please introduce your target speaker, the project, the level, and the title of his speech.
Toastmaster Bharat, sorry for interruption. First of all, you have to bring in GE. Then he will introduce TAC.
I'm sorry. Sorry for the miss.
And for another information, the first evaluator will be TM Vinod. Little bit change in the agenda, okay, for first speaker.
Okay, I think one second. Okay, I don't have that information. Anyway, let me first introduce the GE first. Sorry for the disturbance in the flow. So before I invite the prepared speakers and the evaluators, let me quickly introduce the general evaluator of the day. General evaluator is a person who is having the onus of evaluating the entire meeting, and he has a specific team for that. So today's general evaluator and okay. Today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Partha. Toastmaster Partha is a Toastmaster from West Bengal and currently settled in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. He is an engineer by profession and a passionate speaker. He is a lifelong learner, reader, dreamer, traveler. And I would require Toastmaster Partha to at least write a page because the list is keep on increasing. Toastmaster Partha, the platform is yours.
Thank you so much, TM Bharat, TMOD. Very good evening to dear my Toastmaster and the guest. I am the general evaluator of the evening. Today morning, I was just discussing with my daughter. Beta, you know, from Monday your exam will start. Papa, I know that I am the best. Why exam required? Every time this question comes in our mind, our exam give the opportunity to evaluate. By evaluation, we came to know our area of improvement and what is the best in our subject. The same way, you all have heard the sportsmen like Sachin Tendulkar, Leander Pace, Diego Maradona, Cristiano Ronaldo. They are fabulous in their performance. They are putting best performance one after another. They are in the pinnacle of the success. How they got this success? By evaluating of each and every performance. Evaluation get the opportunity to grow, how we can grow ourselves to the next level. Just like this, as a general evaluator, I will give the total evaluation of this meeting, how we can do it better, what is the best part of this meeting, and how we can make it better for the next meeting. For helping, for doing this, I have a team that is called the TAG team, just like Indian defense system, Army, Navy, and Air Force. My for supporting team, TAG team, first is the timer. For this timer, I would like to call the Toastmaster, which is very, very experienced professional, having 2 decades of experience in varieties roles in the industry. He work in lean, project management, manufacturing. Now he is leading a multinational company in project management role. Not only that, he is a mentor in guiding the youngster in their career path to choose, for helping them to choosing the right career for them. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Toastmaster Satta for timer role. Toastmaster Satta, stage is yours. Please brief the role of a timer here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. So we have to be punctual. For that, it's important that we start on time and we stop on time. That's why the process will go on time and will be effective and efficient both ways. So as a role, as a timer, today meeting, I'll be keeping a note of how much time people are taking for their individual roles, be it speaker, be it evaluator, or be it any other person. So I'll facilitate information of sharing how much time a individual speaker has consumed through cards. So you can see the timer screen. For prepared speeches, we have only icebreaker speeches today. So the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes, and 6 minutes 30 seconds post it will be disqualified. It will not be considered for voting. For table topic speeches, it is 1 to 2 minutes, and 2 minutes 30 seconds will be the time for beyond which the speeches will not be qualified for voting. For evaluator role, it will be 3 minutes, and beyond that, just a minute, it will be 2 to 3 minutes, and 3 minutes 30 seconds will be threshold beyond which they will not be qualified for voting of the best auxiliary role. So let just see the screen, and the virtual background will change its color when the time thresholds are being crossed. Okay, I think the audience have seen the screen. So over to you, General Evaluator. So my report will be ready. Whenever called upon by the General Evaluator, I'll be sharing my report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Satta. Now it's time for the R counter. For the R counter role, we are going to invite someone. She is very special. Every time she makes speeches, always give the strong takeaways. She is by profession and professor and PhD holder, an amazing speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome TM Kabbia for the R counter role. TM Kabbia, please take on the stage and share your role for this meeting. TM Kabbia, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry. There is a technical glitch from my end.
Please go ahead.
A very good evening to all the Toastmaster present over here. Today, I'm playing a role of AHA counter. The main important aspects I'll be looking under this role is the number of times, ahs and ums in our entire conversation. It might be prepared speeches or tabletop speaking or evaluator. Whoever so speaking, I will be counting the number of ahs and ums as well as repeated words in the entire conversation. And at the end of the meeting, I'll be giving you a detailed report of the entire ums and ams, and as well as the repeated words in the entire conversation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, TM Kabbia. Now it's time for grammarian. For grammarian role, someone very, very special are coming here. She is from Speak as Toastmaster Club. She is the pillar of his home. She is working as a home master, actively home master, and looking for the opportunity for job. Let's help me to welcome TM Ramaya for this grammarian role. TM Ramaya, please come on the stage and please brief your role as a grammarian.
Thank you, Toastmaster Partha. My name is pronounced as Ramya.
Sorry. It's okay.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is punctilious. I'm repeating it. For today's meeting, the word is punctilious. I've included the pronunciation in the chat box, and the meaning is precise in behavior, attentive to formally or etiquette. And here I have the example sentence. Our Toastmaster moderator, Bharat, is known for his punctiliousness in handling the speeches. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Ramaya. Now I want to get back to session to TMOD, TM Bharat.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Partha, and a special thanks to your tag team timer, our counter and grammarian. I hope everyone is now alert on there is a big team working to make sure we all make mistakes, and that is being found and a correction is taken on that aspect. Thank you, General Evaluator and tag team. Now, let's move on to the prepared speech. So the first prepared speaker is Toastmaster Satya. And the target speakers evaluator is Toastmaster Vinod. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Toastmaster Vinod. So I request Toastmaster Vinod to please introduce his target speaker and the purpose of the project to the August audience.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bharat. It's honor to introduce my speaker of the day. My speaker name is Satyanarayan, an engineer by profession. He has over 2 decades of multi-domain experience in some best Indian and multinational companies. He is ICF certified passionate career success coach. Since 2017, he's helping people achieve up to the best potential in their careers. He is blessed with 2 Moody kids. He is there in Toastmaster journey since 2021. He believes, be in the game, stay on the move. His pathway is presentation mastery, level 1, path 1. So today he's going to take his icebreaker speech. I hope this is a fabulous title he come up with. His title is 21 kilometers. So stage is yours, Toastmaster Satyanarayan. Title 21 kilometers.
I request someone else to time it for me.
Toastmaster Satya, let me do the honors of recording your timings.
Thank you. Have you ever hit a jackpot or won a lottery? Please raise your hands if you have. Once ever in your life. Okay, there are few lucky ones and there are few like me. But the punctilious Toastmasters out here must be knowing the best chance of winning any state lottery in India is Nagaland Delhi State Lottery. You put 6 rupees and you have a chance of winning 1 crore. It is absolutely 16,06,666 times growth of money. But there is one more figure. Do you know what is the probability of winning that amount? 1 in 30 million. Okay, it's quite high. It's ridiculously low because lotteries are played that way. In a lottery, there is no multiple winners, not one winners, but constant winners. It is the owner of the lottery. Okay, because that's the lottery equation works. That's how the probability works, and that's how lotteries. And still, people spend money on lotteries. Okay, quick win. And because the lottery owner will be the winner, that means most of the and 99.9999% of the people putting money in lottery will lose. Losing sucks. And it sucks more when you have little money and which is borrowed. That happened with me that particular day. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I was in my 18 years, I think. Yeah, 18 years. And it's quite not a very good experience. And because we are struggling with money. And for me, that time is tough in many ways. But that time, again, built me in certain way. So to support my family, I have to do a part-time. So raise hands if you have ever did a part-time job. No? Yes? Okay, fine. So part-time jobs actually can be a very good experience, but sometimes it sucks. For me, I hated it. The job was I have to go to shop and collect money and give it in the bank. And after depositing for every month, I'll get a commission of around 700 to 900 rupees a month because it keeps on changing. And the problem is not about going to the shop. The problem is when your schoolmate, and particularly that beautiful girl, watches you to take that money. And he asks you why you are taking that money, and you have to explain. But I have a solution for that, because that's why I always do that part in the evening. The second thing is that you have to do it 24/7, 365. That means every day, no leave. So that's not actually which sucks. That's not actually which freaked me out that time. It's the distance. There are only 20 shops I have to collect the money, but I have to move almost 21 kilometers every day. Okay, for that 900 bucks. And out of the 900 bucks, one good thing, I have to spend around 20 rupees at 50 rupees as my pocket money. That's the beautiful part. So one fine day, I gambled that money in that equation and I lost it. And it's the worst day of my life, because that entire month, because I have lost somebody else's money, that entire month I have to daily curse myself, move that 21 kilometer every day and pay it back. So that experience doesn't went fine. It taught me a very good lesson. If you want to be lucky, don't trust hard luck, blind luck. Keep on trying, you will harvest the hustler's luck. But there is one more beautiful luck, which is known as the luck of specialization. Choose anything which you are interested in, you are passionate about, and work on building that skill. You will be the best person in the world, and people will come to you and pay you for that particular skill. So which luck you will bank on, my fellow Toastmasters? Tell me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya, for your wonderful speech as an icebreaker speech. And Toastmaster Satya, please record your speech time, which is 5 minutes and 30 seconds, precisely. So now let's go to the second prepared speaker. The second prepared speaker today is Toastmasters Partha, and the evaluator is our guest, Mr. Anup. Mr. Anup, I request you to please introduce your target speaker and the project on which he is about to present his speech today. Over to you, Toastmaster Anup.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Am I audible?
Loud and clear, sir.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Good evening to all, and a very good evening to Toastmaster Partha, who is breaking the ice today, and he is starting his journey with Toastmasters and in the world of public speaking. Toastmaster Partha is a passionate speaker, an engineer by profession, and he's located in northeastern part of UP. And we already heard him before. He's very passionately connected with Toastmasters. Without taking much more time, let's hear more from, like you say, in the idioms, from the horse's mouth. Let's hear it directly from Toastmaster Partha. The title of his speech is Discovery. What's the title? Discovery of Self Journey. So let's start your journey today, Toastmaster Partha. Timer, please note the time is 4 to 6 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster Partha.
Good evening, dear Toastmaster and dear guest. What is this? This is an egg. An egg is broken from outside forces, life ends. When this egg is broken from inside forces, life begins. Every great thing starts from inside. You might be wondering, Partha, why are you setting this quote? What is the significance? What is the relevance here? Dear friends, hold your horses. You came to know everything. You really want to know? You must have to know the journey of my life, how I evolved, how I rediscovered myself. It was in 1988. I born a super remote village in West Bengal, Bankura district. Remote are usually, villages are usually remote, right? What does it mean, super remote? Super remote means there was nothing. Nothing means there was no medical facility, there was no hospital, there was no shop, there was few houses, was there electricity facility, there are no road, nothing. There was one single school. Teacher used to come there someday, someday no. I started my journey of education from there. Few years fast forward. For my father job, I shifted nearest town and I got opportunity to study in English medium school in direct admission to standard 2. I remember my first day. It was super exciting for me. New school, new days, but memory was not that much great. First day of my school, I was started reading books. A for apple, B for ball. All my friends started laughing around me. I was surprised what happened. With my utter surprise, I came to know because they already cover all the stuff in nursery. So they started laughing at me. They used to make fun at me each and every day in my school days. It was terribly pathetic days, school days for me. It was just like nightmare. Every day I pray to God, today, if not will come, will not come, I will not go to school. But things get gradually normal. Few years fast forward. I was excited to be an engineer, getting opportunity to start my study in electronics and communication in a fabulous college. First day of my college, teacher asked me, Partha, define vector. Vector have big magnitude and direction. My hands were severed. I was not able to express the vector. I was super duper in physics. It was my core area, but I was not express myself, fear of speaking in English. It's not exactly English. It was to speaking in public. All my friends started laughing at me, and it's reminded me my school days. I was pathetically panicked. I was screaming. I was crying on the day. I have decided to leave engineering college. I was not able to tolerate the torture each and every day. They are making fun, bullying me each and every day for my accent, the way I'm speaking. One belief system developed in my mind, this thought process. That is, I am not someone good at speak in public. It's no matter English or another language, even in my mother tongue, Bengali. I decide there are so many people, they are not speaking in public. I will be like someone like that. Few years fast forward. I get opportunity to work in multinational company. It's a great opportunity for me because I was technically strong. There was no problem to getting job in the multinational company. But I carry the same mindset, same belief system. I never ever courage to speak in public. Every meeting, I took the back seat. Any question asked to me, I always love to answer yes or no. Boss asks me, Pato, what do you think? I think what you think. I have the idea, but I lack the courage to express myself. Because of the belief system, I can't do anything. I have no ability to speak in public. It was harder with my mind. This belief system was continuing. Day was going on. There was nothing changed in my life. During COVID period, one day I was self-reflecting. I was asking myself, Partha, can you break this pattern? Can you take the challenge? I decided, let's take challenge. Let's take more step. I joined Toastmasters. I started practicing to taking the role. A lot of challenges in my speaking. I was feared to speak in front of public. I was so blessed to getting the Toastmaster platform. They encouraged me to speak like that. One day, I getting opportunity to present my speech in Kuwait Toastmaster Club. And it was one of the defining moment. I become the first speaker, awarded as the best speaker on this platform. I was so grateful to getting this opportunity and crack this award. And that day I realized, yes, I can do. I can do something. Only required the belief system. Dear friends, dear Toastmaster, in the journey of the life, many times, many external folks will come to destroy you, to make you the torn into pieces. Just believe in yourself. When your power comes from your inside, when you believe from inside, you can miracle. You can discover yourself in a new way. I have discovered. What about you? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pata, for your courageous and ice-breaking speech. We are so delighted to hear it from you. Now, since I happen to observe that we are a little behind the agenda timing, I'm handing over the session to our next section, which is a table topic section, and post which I'll be giving you a couple of more information about this IoT. So, table topics is a section where our reflexes or presence of mind will be given an asset test. So, please put your hands to welcome our table topics master, Toastmaster Pravat. Toastmaster Pravat, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bharat, for the introduction and also handing over the stage to me. Welcome all the Toastmasters and guests from both the clubs, Speak Magic Toastmasters and Speak is Toastmasters Club. A warm welcome to you in this evening. The basic purpose of the table topic was to help the speakers develop the ability to gather their thoughts, organize their thoughts, and respond to a particular topic given impromptu on any topic or suitable topic. So in today's table topic session, my topics are in sync with the theme of the Toastmasters of the day, that is IoT, Internet of Things. So after having a great punctilious session on this IoT, I am actually really delighted and at the same time frightened to use the digital space, especially the smartwatches and the smart applications. I don't know where we are heading, but it's fraught with a lot of risk. And let's be careful. And at the same time, I will also taking you through some experiences that you will be virtually experiencing while attending the table topics meant for the speakers. So may I have, can I have the right to share the topics here? And each table topic speaker will be having, is my screen visible? Thank you. Each table topic speaker will be having a time of 2 minutes. So at best, it can be stretched up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So beyond 2 minutes, 30 seconds, as per the existing rules, the speaker would be considered disqualified for the purpose of evaluating. Otherwise, I urge upon all the speakers to please maintain the time of 2 minutes each. So to start with, may I have any voluntary participants for this speech? To start with the first topic.
I'll take it. TMO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. For you, I am offering this topic. I will give this topic just. I will just read it out, and after that, I will be requesting you to just respond to the question. To impress your visiting guests, you asked AI-enabled robot how busy you were throughout the day on your new project. So you expected that it would be praising you before the guest, but it lied to you. It said you were sweeping and mopping the floor, cleaning the dishes, and babysitting. How do you handle the situation now and the robot later? Your time starts now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravat. This was a big surprise for me. I wasn't expecting that you would be raising questions in line with the theme of the day. Thank you very much. I don't think the AI robot has actually lied. It has actually given the truth to the visiting guest. Mopping and sweeping the floor, cleaning the dishes, babysitting, and I don't think it has got anything to be connected with the project. Now, a visiting guest is a person who may be or may not be connected with my professional work, but definitely connected with my family is what my understanding is. So when I go to my robot and ask, hey robot, or I would say, hey Chitty, how busy I was for the entire day, And the moment Chitti comes and gives me the statement saying that you are sweeping, mopping the floor, cleaning the dishes, and babysitting, I would quickly turn towards the guest and give them a thumbs up saying, we are all in the same page, no difference. And definitely, believe me, every guest will appreciate that at least the robot has the guts to speak the truth. Because if the same question was given to me by the guest, I would say I was very busy the entire day working on my projects. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Awesomely handled and responded in a genuine way. May I have a second volunteer for this topic, the next topic? Or may I request Toastmaster Naresh?
Yeah, I can give a try.
Thank you. Now, the topic for you is, after watching social media for 4 hours, you asked your AI-enabled digital assistant like Alexa, what is the time now? It replied, your bad time just started, because it has applied its own sense, and it responded in such a way that you didn't expect. So how do you respond it?
Thank you so much for the topic, Toastmaster Partha. It is quite indeed too much infectious. The moment we start sticking to our social media, we keep, we indeed lose track of time actually. This is quite common and everyday scenario in my life, especially when I'm about to go to sleep. I just have this, quite cliche habit of checking my Insta and stuff. And suddenly I realize it is between 2 or 3 in the morning and I have to go to sleep. It is indeed, maybe that is pure intelligence from a device to tell that your bad time has already started, rather than, because today people are losing intelligence and devices are becoming more smart. So the devices are, it has to even point out to us that how stupid we are becoming and how intelligent they are becoming. Coming back to the situation is, indeed, every time I sleep around 2 to 3 in the morning, realizing that I was on my phone looking at Insta, I realized, okay, this should be the last day. From tomorrow onwards, I shouldn't be doing this. But this has been a continuous, oath that I take every single day for almost 2 years for now. Indeed, my bad time has already started. I'm halfway through is what I believe. So, indeed, what I would like to say is we all should get out of this situation and try to reduce our, screen time so that we can get back to our normal time rather than wait for some devices like that to point out our bad time has already started in our life. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naresh. You handled it so well, and I liked your quote that man is getting dumber and the machine is getting smarter. Thank you. Very nice interpretation of the quote, and also quite having great connotations to the existing realities. And most of us are probably going through that phase. Thank you very much. May I request Toastmaster and guest Muthu Manikandan to have the next table topic.
Mr. Muthu, can you give a try for one topic?
Yeah, I can try, but I can't able to see the screen.
Yeah,
I have not shown yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Suddenly during the...
Sorry. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see.
Suddenly during a meeting at office, your mobile phone denies you to allow 5G access to download media deliberately because of this artificial intelligence angle. So in office, you may be in need of such data, but it disallows you to access your 5G data to download media. So how do you respond?
It is that it is not allowing me to download anything from.
Yes, using it doesn't allow you to 5G access to your to download the media that you would be otherwise requiring in your office. Because the phone has become has AI enabled stuff, it doesn't allow you to download.
Okay. I'm taking it in this way that I'm going to present something or something like that. Suddenly, if that file is required for me to download data, to present it, to download it and present, suddenly I come to know that it is denying entry. That time, how can we handle is that we can say the meeting topic. I can set some context that this is how I'm going to start with some question. I'm going to answer these questions. Then I will start explaining those questions on my own to some extent. In the meantime, if it starts working fine, then possibly it goes well. Else, we can postpone. This is what happened. I just thought of doing it and accept that and move forward.
Thank you very much. So well said on the topic. Most of it's quite pragmatic approach to handle things.
Thank you.
Any other guest? They can. Can I request Toastmaster Anup to handle one topic, please? Thank you very much. Is my screen visible to you, Toastmaster Anup?
Visible.
You inserted a chip, which it considers itself as male on your left arm to enhance your communication and intelligence. But it fell in love with a female chip inserted in the arm of a rival. It is passing all the information. Knowing that you, it is sharing all your information with that person and that chip. What will you do when you are aware of this?
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So actually, I took this idea of inserting a male defined chip in one of my arm to support me. But after a few days, I realized that I started using my IoT enabled mobile phone and automatically started exchanging very interesting messages with somebody who is also defined as chip me. And I was totally surprised. And when I took the help of a fellow Toastmaster, somebody like Toastmaster Bharat, to understand, how come these kind of messages are floating through my mobile, I understood it is interacting with another chip, which is lying embedded in the arm of a beautiful female. And it definitely gave me a lot of excitement, but the excitement came at a very wrong time, because now I am having a 25 years old happily married life. And that is what then I tried to convey to my chip, that my friend, unfortunately, you have arrived at the wrong time at the wrong place. So keep on enjoying your time with another chip till the time you both happily last forever. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Anup. It's so, at least humorously put this way. It's quite enjoyable and well spoken. Timer, do we have a time slot for another 1 to 2 speakers, or we are running out of time?
Toastmaster Prabhat, you can take last one.
Okay. Toastmaster Ramya has raised her hand. So the next topic for you, Toastmaster Ramya, thank you for your initiative. The topic for you is this. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible.
A person found it difficult to make the baby asleep. Said to baby, "सो जाओ, नहीं तो AI वाला robot आ जाएगा." In Hindi and English, fall asleep. Otherwise, the AI-enabled robot will come. The baby replies, "Actually, I am the robot. Your baby is playing with the stray dog outside, putting on my costume." So it has gone to that extent. So your response on this topic starts now for another 2 minutes from now. The stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Pravit. Actually, the topic seems to be very relevant, being a mom of 1-year-old kid currently, and my sister being a mom of 5-year-old kid. Both the boys, the elder one, he used to always do the same, put the pillows in his bed, go out, play with his friends, a kind of thing. So when it comes to AI, nowadays children get more exposed to artificial intelligence actually. So my 1-year-old kid, what he does is he plays with the Cocomelon speaking toy and thinking it's his companion. Whenever he's alone, one day I was cooking and he was alone with his toys, and when I suddenly come back to see what he's doing, I was just surprised to see him that he's speaking to the Cocomelon toy, so which is replying according to its sound. Only with the sounds, it's just speaking. So thinking about that, seeing the question, seems the kid is very creative also. So that puts the end to my speech. Thank you.
Very well spoken, Toastmaster Ramya, and putting it in the right perspective and quite contextual. Thank you very much for all the table topic speakers for voluntarily coming up and participating in a punctilious way. And with this, I hand over the podium back to Toastmasters of the Day, TM Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravat. You have given me and taken me by a lot of surprises with the kind of questions you have asked. Believe me, even a person with a background of AI, even I am finding this to be a lot of surprise. Though it may happen a day, say tomorrow or day after tomorrow, of these kind of situations, but you had the foresight of bringing those probable situations now and checking us how well we'll be reacting. Believe me, none of these questions are imaginary. It's all quite possible down the line, say in a year or two. It could be happening, but you had the punctilious way of drafting these questions at this juncture and giving us a kind of goosebump is what I would draft as the exact word. Thank you, Toastmaster Pravat, for such a beautiful way of drafting the table topics question with the topic of AI. Thank you very much. Now, before I give you a couple of more information on the subject of Internet of Things, IoT, I'm very excited to hear it from our evaluation team on how well the meeting is going on. At the end of the day, if you don't have appraisal, there is no promotion. If you don't have appraisal, there is no bonus. And if you are not appraised now, we will not grow in our communication channels. I would like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Partha, and his tag team and a couple of evaluators to tell us, are we on the right track? Toastmaster Partha, the entire stage is yours.
Thank you so much, TM Bharat, for this wonderful description and all those things. And TTM Pravat did a wonderful table topic session. Now it's time for evaluations. First, I want to call the first evaluator of the day, TM Vinod. Please come on the stage and share the evaluation report.
Yes. Due to some technical glitch, I can't able to connect my video. So,
okay. Please proceed. Please proceed.
Yes. Yes. My speaker, Toastmaster Satyanarayana sir. So you really did a fantastic job. You really gave an excellent icebreaker speech. So as an icebreaker speech, we thought you might find some difficulties to give speeches, but you nailed it today. So I can say clarity on your speech. So your spoken English, spoken language is clear and easily understood, and your vocal variety. So you maintained a single tone. You maintain a single pace. Example, you said gamble that money. At that time, you just smiled. Your face expression is like smile. So I completely rather you should have lower your voice. Like, I took that money, I put it into somewhere, I gambled that money. You should have told like that. So in that situation, you smiled and your pace is in an equal tone. So you didn't raise or down. So it's a equal tone. Eye contact is really perfect. So you used your eye contact very effectively to engage audience. And hand gestures, yeah, physical gestures is really good. And so you engaged the audiences. In between, you asked some questions. At the starting of your speech itself, you asked questions and you narrated a story. So that really engages the audience. So your comfort level is really excellent. So you really comfortable with the audience, and you engages with the audience by putting questions in between, raising hands. So some kind of gestures you made the audience interested. That's my evaluation. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Partha.
Thank you so much, TM Pinot, for a wonderful evaluations. It's a great job you have already done. Now it's time for evaluator 2, TM Anup. Can you please come and share your evaluation report for speaker TM Partha?
Thank you, Toastmaster Partha. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. So, thank you to this joint meeting of the two Toastmaster clubs for giving the opportunity to evaluate the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Partha. In fact, Toastmaster Partha, I don't think you have any more fear of speaking in public. You know, the way you presented yourself today, and it was a very interesting and a very well written down speech, wherein you engaged the audience immediately at the start of your speech by showing that white colored egg, and you created a very comfort zone for all the audience to hear you promptly. So in terms of evaluation, other criterias, you have a very clear voice in terms of clarity. You maintained an eye contact, and of course you have delivered this speech on online, on the electronic media. But the way you presented it, although using your hand gestures, you actually created an ambience. It looked like as if you are standing in front of me. So very beautifully delivered speech. And of course, I was very excited and anxious to know how you could remember what you heard first time in your second class, way back 23 years before, because I can't remember what happened in my second class when I went to the first time to the school. And you used some good words like power from inside, and we had a very good opportunity to listen to you. The only feedback to you is that you could have given some more information about your parents, like you mentioned, you were born in a very small remote village. So how did, because your parent must have taken a lot of efforts and initiative to take you out of that remote village and took you to a good school and give you learning, and maybe a little bit of more information, since you are a good speaker now, you could have shared something more about your girlfriend, or I don't know if you're married or not. But overall, it was a beautiful speech. Keep it up. Thank you. Over to you, Chief Limited. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now it's time for my tag team report. First, I want to call TM Satta, the timer of the day, for sharing his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Partha. So for prepared speeches, prepared speaker, both the prepared speakers are within their time limits, so qualified for voting. All the table topic speeches except guest Muttu, Toastmaster Muttu. His speech timing is below 1 minute, precisely 49 seconds. So he's not qualified for consideration of voting for the best table topic speeches. If both the evaluations are within time, 2 minutes 20 seconds taken by Toastmaster Vinod, and Toastmaster Anup has taken 1 minute and 51 seconds. So well within the allocated limits. So that's all from now. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Team Satta, for this wonderful report. And now it's time for our counter. Team Kapia, can you please share your report here?
Yes, sure. So as far as prepared speakers are concerned, Team Satya is absolutely flawless. He has not used any R's over his conversation, but probably he has used ands for 4 times in his entire conversation. And as far as PM Partha is concerned, he has used 4 R's. 4 R's in his speech, in his prepared speech, and TM Parvat probably 4 plus R's, and he has used the word so 4 to 5 times in his conversation. And TM Bharat, absolutely flawless. In his entire conversation, he has used only 2 R's. And TM Naresh, 1 R. TM Muthu, in his tables topic speech, he has used 4 plus R's. And TM Mahima, 2 R's during evaluation. And TM Ramya, 2 R's. And TM Vinod, 4 plus R's. And he has used and so many times in his entire evaluation. This is what my report from my end. Thank you, General Evaluator.
Great, Team Kapia. Great report you have produced here. Now it's time for the Gamadian. Ma'am, can you please come here and share your report?
Thank you, Toastmaster Partha. Actually, today the meeting was really punctilious. I encourage all the Toastmaster to use the word of the day. So I didn't see anyone using word of the day today. And to indicate, I have 2 quotes, which is very good. So
sorry to interrupt. Actually, a couple of people have used the word of the day. Especially the
my speaker used.
Yeah,
My
the speaker is used, and the GE is also used, and Bharat is also used once, I believe. Sorry.
Then that's I have missed noticing it. Thank you so much for indicating, Toastmaster Naresh. Okay, continuing with the report, I have seen 2 quotes which has been used. Means egg is broken from inside, and when it gives life, and when it is broken from outside, and it is an end. And the second quote is man is getting dumb and machine is getting smarter. And so those 2 quotes were very good. And Toastmaster Bharat used the Toastmaster Naresh used the word infectious, that I see as one new vocabulary which is being used. And that is the end of the report. Thank you so much. Handing over to Toastmaster Partha.
Thank you so much, Team Ramya, for this wonderful report. And for information for all that, for today's meeting, Team Vinod evaluate the first speaker, but as per Toastmaster pathway, there is one evaluator for Team Vinod. He is Toastmaster Prohat. Can you please evaluate the evaluation of the Team Vinod evaluation?
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Vinod, kudos to you for taking this attempt and opportunity to evaluate his senior speaker, at least in the second pathway, this is TM Satya. Let your journey be in a improving way, and let you get more insight and learnings through these interactions with the other senior speakers. And out of yours, though you are not visible in the camera, and your evaluation was just as simple to just put things in your own way, but I would suggest you to evaluate is, while evaluating a speaker, evaluate the speech, not the person. Because in some instances I heard you did like that, you spoke that way. Rather, we should more often use that your speech was low in this way, it should have been better. But let's more often use the word speech rather than the person. Second, I urge upon you to take the structured way of evaluating a speaker or his speech. The first would be reciting the getting quotes from the speech in certain ways, so that it shows that you have attentively listened to the speech. And second is putting the commendations where he did well, excellently well. And next, this is how the recommendations, giving some recommendations whether he need to improve, and he would be better speaker in the subsequent speech. And at the last, it should summarize the speech once again in 30 seconds. And with this, I would request and also suggest TM Vinod to implement all this in his next evaluations, that he would also be a better evaluator next time. Thank you.
Wonderful Toastmaster Pravat. Now it's time for my quick evaluation report. It's a wonderful meeting. It's a lot of takeaways is there. The TMOD, TM Bharat did an excellent job. He explained the beat of the things easily. TM Pravat, all the lot of takeaways. Let's start from the meeting initial time. It starts from 7:03 a.m., 3 minutes late. The meeting flow is good. And start the president start the guest introduction. There is little bit conflict arises within the president of our club and TM Norris. As anyhow, for the guest introduction, it managed not a big deal. Then TM Bharat come and shared the beautiful topic about the AOI. How we came to know a lot of things. Regarding the smartwatch, we only know smartwatches looks very smart, but there are very interesting technical things. How things get tracked, how it's connected to the server. A lot of technical part he has shared beautifully, and the way he speaks is mind blowing. We all can remember the so critical technical terms in the easiest way. Thank you so much, Bharat, for this report. And when Bharat was in the flow of the meeting, he has forgotten anyhow to call the general router. It's a bit meter. It's not a better. We can make it better by practicing, because when we are come together in the joint meeting, it's a great opportunity for us to do the better and better. And most important and loving part is the fun master. I love it a lot. The TM Knowledge just mass it up. He came here and showing the topic, and trust me, this fun master experience is for me for the first time. It's a wonderful TM Knowledge. Hats off for you for such a wonderful section you have came here. Then come for the general evaluator. As a general evaluator, I called my tag team. All tag team member came and they described their role here. Then start the first speaking session. In speaking session, the speaker already evaluated by the evaluator. I have nothing more to say about that. But regarding first speaker, regarding first evaluator, TM Vinod, you have wonderful evaluation for the speaker TM Sotta. Some great things you did, that where is the vocal variety required? You give this example, you present it with this example, where it's down, it should be like that. But as a whole, you can make it better to use the recommendation summary. In this format, you can put your evaluation in the better way. For the second evaluator, TM Onut, you did a great, fabulous job. You point out all these points, and it's my evaluation. I was anxious. I was really not idea how I get the takeaways, but I was expecting more area of improvements from here. There, I during my presentation, I realized there are a lot of mistakes I did. So I expected more in detail evaluation, how I can do it better. And I expected a little bit structure in your speech, in a more takeaways. It will help the speaker better way to improve for the next speeches. Now it's time for the table topic master. Table topic master, TTM Prabhat, you did really fabulous job. Team OD Bharat already mentioned that you are not the background from the AI background, but the way you chooses the topic and you gathers and present it, it's really awesome, simply awesome. And table topic speaker TM Bharat did the excellent table topic speeches on the robot student incident. TM Naresh, Alexa, the social media, how he managed time, it's a wonderful. TM Muthu explained the how he managed by the not enabling of the 5G by the name of the meeting. It's a great example. TM Onu bring a humor, male and female chief story. We all love it. TM Ramaya, AI remote, how he can manage the AI enabled robot, he bring the story. It is wonderful. All the speaker is such an amazing speaker. I have no comment on this part. Now come to the last table topic master. It's a great, and overall the meeting was great. And next come to the tag team report. TM Satta, you did a great job, explain all those stuff, But one thing can be better if you share the screen. If you share the screen, we can easily understand how much time is getting for each of the speaker, role player. It will be easy to understand. Same thing is for the TM Kavya. Always it helps us better to visualize anything, on any report, anything. When we visualize it on the screen, it get an opportunity to understand our better way. And your camera was off. I request all of you, if possible, to camera on when you are playing any role. So it always helps to communicate, because in the socially we are social, when we are connecting to the online, it's great, really challenging to understand each other emotion, connecting with each other. So when its camera will be getting on, it will be better advantage to understand each other. And TM Ramya, you did a great report here as a grammarian, but you have somehow missed that many of the speaker and role player use the word of the day. Somehow we missed it. Overall, it was a wonderful meeting. There are a lot of takeaways. We can little bit focus on the timing from the, I just observing the when TM Bharat take this session in the 7:17, then he back to G 7:22. From there, we are lacking time. Rohat take the session in the 7:58. We are already lacking. So we can make it in a constructive way to planning it proper way. So we can manage the lagging time. It's better. It's all about my report. Back to Team Modi.
Thank you, General Evaluator and your tag team. Before I continue with this IoT, let me quickly do the voting finished. Okay, so coming back to this IoT, let me quickly summarize with three major inputs. One, we know about what this Alexa is doing. We know what smartwatch is doing. We know what the smart weighing scale is doing. We know n number of devices which we day in, day out keep using. Now just think a second, what if all these devices communicate with each other and we have a repository ready, which is going to say a complete information about one single person. And that information is not in your hand, it is with a third party hand. Just imagine what is the potential risk we all have. Second, Siri and Google Assistant, our voice is getting captured. Face unlock or eye pupils are getting captured. Thumb unlock or fingerprints are getting captured. Google Maps, where we go, how we go, how often we go, it's all getting recorded. Smartwatch, our health biodata is with them. Smart card, our family details are with them. Swiggy, Zomato, our food habits, our eating habits are getting recorded. And now, with all these information in one location, do you still think we are not in a risk of getting cloned? You still think we are in a safe hands? And if the yes answer is yes or no, I don't care. The only reason why I'm saying I don't care is we don't have a choice. We don't have an alternative. And after hearing all this, if you are going to say I'm removing a smartwatch and throwing it in the dustbin, I'm sorry, it is already too late. And if you are going to say I'm going to discard my smartphone, I'm sorry, that will not work. We are always in this era in a big risk of getting cloned. And what you know, if you want to know about this concept of clone, please go back and look and watch at the movie called The Island. That is a movie called The Island, which largely talks about this concept of cloning and what the insurance companies are doing with this concept of cloning. And we are, and each and everybody are in the risk of that concept of cloning. Whether we can avoid it or not, no, we cannot avoid. Can we find an alternative? No, we cannot find. Will the government support us? I'm sorry, the government is having many more things to take care of. Or the people who have got the repository of all this information will use it on a very positive manner. For them, it's all money. So even if a terrorist comes and pays them huge heap of money and steals all this data, still it is going to happen. We are not sure what is going to happen. And there was a recent update from Reliance, which says that I think Google was the company and Microsoft was the second company. Both of them have approached Reliance Telecommunication to get the say the thumb impression of every Indian who has got a geo connection, because with that information your biodata is with them. But now the biodata is with Ambani. At least he is an Indian. With that sense of satisfaction, we can stay calm. Now just think if Google or Microsoft is having access to all this information, we are at a risk. Can we avoid it? Again, I would say no. So have it in your mind. our lives are cloning, sorry, our information or in third-party hands. We cannot do anything about it, but at a minimum or at a base level, we can do only one thing. Are the gadgets really required? Do we really need an Alexa to have a company? What about people? Do we really need a smart weighing scale? Can't we just go to a normal weighing scale, have a weight, take a calculator, do the BMI computation? And do we really need a smartwatch to track our health? We have doctors to take care of that. So my only suggestion out of this entire subject of IoT is the topic IoT is not to give you what this IoT is about. It is all about what are the areas where we have to be very cautious. What are the aspects where we have to apply our mind and make a differentiation between luxury and essential. Smartwatch is a luxury, it is not an essential. Smart weighing scale is a luxury, it is not an essential. Focus on essentials, keep luxury at the minimum. That is the only way we can survive furthermore and at least have a world which is much safer for the next generation. To sum it up, I'm not going to sum up about IoT. I'm going to sum up about this meeting. From this meeting, I have one takeaway. One club is giving the ease to speak with magic. The other club is creating magic to speak with ease. Back to you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Naresh from Speak East Toastmasters Club. And thank you for the patient listening.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Bharat, for such eye-opening session on what IoT is going to do for us in upcoming days. I remember one quote which will be very scaring for us when Elon Musk said artificial intelligence is more dangerous than what we know. So there might be a day which the real artificial intelligence will overtake us and it will be a state of no turning back. With this, I humbly thank Toastmaster Vikas for reaching out to us and coming up with this idea of a joint meeting after a long time. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikas, for again initiating. It is always very happy to be associated with your club and have a joint meeting. Thank you so much. And my special thanks to all the guests who have made it today from both the clubs. This is one such typical scenario where two clubs join together and have a mix of role players. There will be mutual learning between all of them. Indeed, there is a takeaway from your club for us as well, because we are also a budding club and we usually don't stream our things, and we are not I would be honest, we are not so well prepared before the meeting. It is a little bit of here and there because our team is full of engineers except Bharat. So wherever engineers are, we always love to have that last minute adrenaline rush for us. However, it was a big takeaway for me, the way you organized and the way you kept everyone informed of everything that's happening. This is something we will definitely try to put up in our club as well. Apart from that, we look forward to have many such joint meeting sessions with your club. And if the Zoom master has the results, I think we can publish the results as well, Toastmaster Vikas.
Thank you, Naresh. I am only the Zoom master, so
okay,
I have the privilege to declare the results. So Best Primary Role Players Award goes to Toastmaster Bharat. And the Best Auxiliary Award goes to Toastmaster Kavya as a AHA counter. Congratulations, Toastmaster Kavya. And today we had two speakers, and we have the winner. And the winner is Toastmaster Partho. Congratulations, Toastmaster Partho. For the two prepared speeches, we were having two evaluators, and the Best Evaluators Award goes to Toastmaster Anup. Congratulations, Toastmaster Anup. Then we had very scintillating TT session. All the speakers were excellent, marvelous in delivering their TT topics, and we had close voting also, but there is only one winner, and that is none other than Toastmaster Anup once again. Congratulations, Toastmaster Anup. And to say further, Toastmaster Naresh, it's always a privilege to have meeting with speakees. Today we had a fun session, which for us, it's the first time, and we learned a lot that by including such session, we can increase the engagement of the guest as well as the Toastmasters in the meeting. And definitely, I got the feedback from some of the members through WhatsApp that we should continue with such type of initiative in the meeting. And thank you for that. And it was an amazing meeting, though you were not prepared, but even for a second, I could not guess, or I could not see that speakees are not prepared. You were more than prepared. Thank you very much to all these speakees for participating in the club meeting. And I also thank my club mates and the guests who participated in the meeting number 224 of Speak Magic and meeting number 91 of the